Hey everyone, Combo here, back with another Empires and Puzzles video, and today we are in day 1 of the 3-star Rush Attack raid tournament with no greens, and I'm going to feature all 5 of my raid flags in today's video. I apologize, I have not put out a video in a few days. I missed my war battles, and I think one of my raid tournament battles on Friday or something like that. My birthday was on Friday, it was my 40th, and it was a 3-day celebration, we'll call it, between Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So time was short, just had to get in my war flags over the weekend when I could. But we are back with our daily videos. So if you do enjoy this video or find it helpful, hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel and turn that notification bell on so you can be alerted of when I drop new content. Without further ado, let's get into those 5 raid tournament flags. First up, we are going to have, actually, before I get into my battles, let's take a look at the defense that I chose. So I chose Jolly as the tank. Even though it's no greens and ideally you'd want to put a blue hero at tank since your enemies cannot use greens, in my opinion, Jolly is the best tank in any rush tournament setting for 3-star raid tournaments, no matter what colors are allowed. He is just so hard to overcome once he gets going. He is a health booster of 475, plus he's going to give a elf minion with 10% health and 10% attack, and he's going to make it so that all allies receive 45% less damage for 6 turns, and all allies get plus 35% mana generation for 6 turns. Plus he has the regen ether power. Jolly is a rush 3-star raid tournament monster in my opinion. I've also got the druid version of Gunner, which makes it so that all enemies have defense down and get the shared damage amongst them. I've got Ulmer at the flank position, who deals 146% damage to all enemies. And then I've got 2 Tutankharil's on the wings as well that deal 290% damage to the target and minor damage to nearby enemies. And our defense so far is 3-0 actually. We have an A rating with that defense, so it is working out so far. As far as who our first battle is going to go up against, it's going to be a Swan Maiden tank team. They've also got Helgi, they've got Jukenhainen, and then they've also got Jolly and another Helgi as well. So this is definitely going to be a tough defense. I am going to come in with 2 of my Toon Balthazars. I've got Treeville, Jolly, and then I've got Toon Ulmer as well. That is who we are going to go with in this battle, and probably a team that's going to carry most of my battles that I go up against, unless if they have a red tank for some reason, then I might go a little heavier with blues. All right, so all of our heroes are going to activate in 7 tiles. I don't have 9% mana generation for anybody. There's only one 3-star bard, and that is a green hero with Zarel, unfortunately. So obviously we can't use greens to bump up our mana, or else we probably would use her. I'm going to start off with these blues and purples on the bottom. That's going to set off another cascade of the yellows. And we actually got a yellow diamond out of it. That's awesome. And I am going to first match these blues and purples, I think. Yeah, let's match those first, and then I'll hit the yellow diamond next turn. Or we could get some yellow tiles so Jolly gets activated. Anyway, perfect. And when Jolly gets activated, because he gets that increased mana generation for everybody, all of my heroes are now going to fire in just 6 tiles, which is awesome. Now, if we kill Swan Maiden, then it'll make it so the dancing effect goes away. She's definitely not a great tank in my position. She's more of like a wing, or maybe a flank if you want to get her to fire faster. But because of the fact that if she gets killed, then the dancing goes away, then that's not ideal. And as you can see, we just killed her. So now let's use Treeville first, since he gives the defense down to everybody. And then I want to get rid of Jolly if we can, and plus Balthazar does extra damage against Holy, and that was enough to kill him. Even better. Now let's see what kind of damage we can do to this guy over here on the right. 939 damage against a brand new hero. Wow, I'll take it. Okay, now if I hit that purple dragon on the top right, that's actually going to make it so that 3 purple tiles get matched right under it, and that will be enough to kill Helgi. Perfect. This match is going very well so far. Let's use Treeville again, Balthazar, and we'll use our other Balthazar on Jukenhainen. I am going to hit this yellow diamond. This battle's pretty much over. I just need to do a little bit of damage to Helgi, and we did. We are 1 for 1 to start off this raid tournament. Next up, we are going to have a Jukenheinen tank team with Swan Maiden and Dawn at the flanks. And then they've also got Jolly and Treeville on the wings. So I've got 3 toons that are likely going to be able to resist the mana generation, or rather instant mana, from Dawn's minions. And then Jukenheinen has a couple debuffs that he gives. So I'm going to stick with this same team, I think. Yeah, we'll stick with the same team here. Alright, so first I would like to probably match these 3 reds up against Dawn to move that red tile over, and, or rather the blue tile over. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we are going to do that. We got a nice cascade of yellows, very good, and we've got 4 blues that we can match. That'll be nice to get Ulmer activated earlier. And we can set up 4 purples to get matched also. Or we could get a cascade of a couple purples and more purples, and Jukenheinen is already dead. Awesome. And one of the things I like about having Balthazar and, or rather, Toon Balthazar and Toon Ulmer is because they are wizard classes, they have a good chance of debuffing any enemies of their ether powers that they start off with, even just with tile attacks. As you can see, Swan Maiden and Dawn already have their ether powers gone, and so does Treeville. I don't know if I hit him with any tiles. I don't know if maybe he's not at level 60. I don't know. Anyway, let's use Treeville first for the defense down. Now, we can probably kill Swan Maiden. Well, let's use Ulmer first, obviously, because he attacks all. And then let's use Balthazar and Swan Maiden. That will probably kill her. Not quite, but we're going to use the other Balthazar on Jolly. And that is a lot of damage. 1,187. That is crazy. Okay, let's ghost these 3 red tiles. Hopefully we get a purple somewhere in there. We did in the middle. We should be able to kill Swan Maiden with just 1 purple tile. So I'm going to match these 3 in the bottom so I can match the other 3 on the top left against Dawn next turn. And this might kill her, definitely the minion, and it did kill her. Perfect, okay. Let's use Treeville here, and we're going to use our Balthazars against Treeville as well. And this match should be over. Awesome, going very smooth so far. We are 2 for 2 to start off this raid tournament. Next up, we are going to have a Jolly tank team. I am definitely going to keep my purples in here because remember, the superior masterclass talents from my wizards of the 2 Balthazars and the Ulmer are going to have a high chance of removing the mana generation and that damage reduction that Jolly gives to all of his allies. And I don't even care about the 2 purple flanks, honestly. I want to go heavy with purples so we can get rid of Jolly if we can early. Alright, first I am probably going to match this green diamond on the left so that I can do some tile dumping. Because we need to get some more purples on the board. And I am going to match that green diamond right now, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, we've got some more purples. Very good. And I can match a set of 4 purples. I cannot set up a diamond, I don't think. Yeah, actually, next turn, I'll be able to match a purple diamond with this. Perfect. And this might kill Jolly. And it did. Awesome. Alright, let's use Treeville first. And then I guess we'll attack the left side. I'm not going to be able to kill Priska, I don't think. So let's attack the left side over here. Plus, I'm not really concerned about Priska. She's just a hit 1 attacker that heals herself. And let's match these 4 yellows first. And then I'm going to hit that purple diamond next turn. But I want it to heal first. Alright, Tyrum is dead. And let's actually hit the Rose Petite on the left over here. Oof, almost dead. How much health does she have left? 75 health. We probably can kill her with those blue tiles on the left, I'm thinking. So let's hit Prisca over here, and then I'm going to match these greens to set off that cascade of blues. And that was plenty enough to kill her, especially with blue being strong against red. Awesome. I wasn't sure because I only have one blue hero if that was going to kill her, but it did, so I'll take it. And this match is pretty much over. All right, we are now 3 for 3 in this raid tournament. Next up, we are going to have another Jolly tank team. So definitely keeping the same exact team I have here. And we have lots of purples. That is awesome. Okay, so I have a purple diamond I can match. I've also got a set of 4 purples that I can match, which I think that's the one I'm going to take, because I'd rather tiles go up against Jolly. And the purple diamond isn't going to help me that much more than the 4 match, honestly, because if I match the 4 purples, I'm going to be able to match 3 purples the very next turn, which is going to give me my 3 purple specials. Or we could get a cascade that I didn't factor enough of, and even better. So Jolly's going to be dead very quickly. I don't even need to hit him with one of these specials from Balthazar. So let's hit probably Treeville. I don't want to deal with his mana generation decrease and the defense down and all that shenanigans. So let's hit him with both of my Balthazars. He's dead. Now, let's use these purples on the bottom. That will definitely kill Jolly. Nice cascade of blues. Let's match these blues and purples here. That'll give me my purples and my blues, although I'm 1 tile short on my purples. Okay, let's use Ulmer first. Alright, down to 2 enemies. Now, I'm going to hit this blue dragon. I'm going to ghost these blue tiles here, which will give me Ulmer back, and we got a nice cascade of purples. This battle is now over, pretty much. Let's use Treeville first, and then Ulmer, and then our 2 Balthazars, and this match should be done. Almost. Awesome. We are now 4 for 4 on day 1. Next up, we are going to have a Treeville tank team. Alright, so I might want to switch things up a little bit because I'm heavy on purple. Who do I have for yellows that we could maybe swap out for one of my Balthazars or 2? I've got Ganju, so we're going to bring in him. And then I've got Felton, who is a sniper and makes it so all buffs from all enemies get reflected back to me. So that could work for Jolly. And I don't know if the dancing from Swan Maiden gets reflected back, since that's a different type of buff or status effect. But we are going to try that. Let's use Felton instead of Balthazar. Plus the yellow tile damage will be much better against Treeville. And I'll still have enough firepower to deal with Jolly. Alright, let's go with this. Alright. Not a bad board to start here. Let's start off with these purples toward Dawn, so I can move that 1 yellow tile over, because those other yellow tiles were getting stuck out there in no man's land. I'm now going to match these 3 reds, setting off a cascade of yellows. Now, let's match these 3 yellows up against Dawn. And Ganju actually gets his special in 6 tiles, I forgot, because he is a monk class. He gets 4% mana from that, and then 5% mana from his costume bonus. And you only need 9% mana to get a very fast hero to 6 tiles from the 7 tiles, or rather in Rush Tournament, the same thing goes as well. All right, so let's use Ganju against Treeville. Now, I'm going to match yellow tiles up against Treeville. I'm just deciding which way I want to do it. Let's match the one on the top. That way the one on the bottom can hopefully get matched up with something else later. Alright. Had a feeling that was going to set off Treeville, but that's okay. Let's use Jolly to heal and get that mana generation back up and the reduced damage. And then we should be able to kill Treeville, definitely with the yellow tiles. Since he is not close to his special, there's not any crazy cascading it looks like that's going to happen. I'm going to try the purples to see if that is enough to kill him. I don't think it is. Yeah, not even close. Although it did give me Treeville's special, so that will not be enough to kill Treeville. All right. Now, oh, because Treeville has that plus 54% defense against special skills. Okay. Let's do this then. Let's match these 3 yellow tiles, which will give me Ganju and Felton. Nice cascading of blues, although that just set off Jolly. But even Toon Ulmer's special, which attacks all, will have a chance to get rid of buffs, although they have the dancing effect, which that will not get rid of. Alright, let's use Ulmer. I don't really have time to wait for that dancing to go away, so they're probably going to dodge some of it. And then let's hit Swan Maiden with Felton and Ganju. And then I think I just need to wait for this dancing effect to end, unfortunately. But that's okay. They only have really Toon Ulmer as a damage dealer, and he's on the wing, so it's going to take a lot for him to really make an impact. And the dancing is gone, and Jolly's about to go off, and Felton just lost his mana, unfortunately. Let's get rid of, I think, Ganju. Does he reduce mana? He does reduce mana. I thought he did. Okay, good. Let's reduce Jolly's mana. And want to try to get Felton's special back, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to before Jolly goes off again. Let's try matching these. Some cascading, not enough yellows, unfortunately, though. Swan Maiden's going off again. So is a Dawn. Jolly going off now doesn't really matter that much, obviously, because they all have the dancing effect, so only Swan Maiden's going to benefit from the increased mana generation and the damage reduction. The dancing is for 2 more turns, okay. Don't set off Jolly. And please, Felton, keep your special. Hopefully none of Dawn's minions hit him again. Okay, good. Now, let's use Felton against Dawn to kill one of those minions. Or her passive could go off, and only 1 damage could go off against her. Alright. Timer's running now, and we are not making much of a dent since we killed Treeville at the beginning. Curious if the dancing from Dawn's going to get reflected back. No, I didn't think it was going to. Gonna hit this green diamond, do some tile dumping here. Just also gonna set up that purple diamond. Just trying to go through this battle quick to get that damage multiplier up there eventually because we are running out of time here. Alright, there's the damage multiplier. Let's see if this can have an effect now. I definitely need to heal. Just been trying to go through tiles as quickly as possible. Please kill Jolly, thank you. We have 1 minute and 40 seconds left now. Alright, Dawn is dead now. Let's see what kind of damage we can do up against Swan Maiden. Alright. Almer's dead as well now. We might be okay this battle. All right, so we ended up finishing 5 for 5 in this first day of the raid tournament. I was not sure about that last one, but I will certainly take that win. We are obviously in the top 1% right now, ranked 626. We've got 3251 points. The first place has 3267. It always looks like this on day one if you go 5-0, but our defense is definitely going to be carrying us also because we are 3-0 with that defense. So even if we win, or rather, even if we lose one, we'll still have an A rating, because you need, what is it, a 60%, I think, win rate for an A rating? Yeah, you only need a 60% win rate for an A rating, which gives you 900 points. 50% is for a B rating, which gives you 650, 40% for a C rating, which gives you 500, and then you can see 30% for D and 0% for E for 200 points. So definitely looking good on day one. Let me know how your day one of this Rush raid term is going, and that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it or found it helpful, and if you did, hit that like button, make sure you sub to my channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.